Hello, hello. Welcome back to the World Top 48. I'm KingTyler.
I'm Wisp, and yeah, this is another round of MKWorld Top 48 at Southbound 2026. This is a pretty stacked lineup here of people that we got. We have Unkwn here, who has been dominating the lounge scene recently and plays for the team Elysium as our 1 seed, which, you know, pretty established player and a Georgia local as well.
Yeah, Unkwn is pretty cool. They play 8, they play World. I'm sure they could play other games if they tried hard enough. They're pretty good at what they do. We've got some other people as well that I recognize. DimsnZERO, I know is pretty good. We got airhawkey, Georgia local, very good at the game.
Another one I'd like to mention is BonkeRs, as they're coming down all the way from Canada.
Canada?
So, yep, player for Solar Storm. And, yeah, excited to see how they do in this. So, yeah, it looks like people are starting to pick their tracks now, so probably switch over to that.
All right, where are we going today?
We're going to Salty Speedway.
Ah, yes, one of the water tracks.
This track has a lot of really cool tech on it. Towards the start of the race, you'll see people wall ride on top of a waterfall and do all sorts of different rail strats. It's super, super interesting to watch.
I'm pretty sure the main gimmick of this course is you have to stay on the water, but in order to go fast, you have to not do that.
Well, it's a mix of both. It's a mix of both.
All right, we're off to a start.
Yeah, as you can see, people are already doing a bunch of charge jumps, hopping onto the sidewalks here. We're going to start seeing a lot of these strats here that Unkwn's pulling off. No items here in first, but you know, if you know those all those strats, you can kind of break away pretty easily. BonkeRs with the triple greens behind him is a little scary, so you know, kind of got to be a little bit cautious there.
Whenever they get on those rails, those greens can be very dangerous, especially with how many of the tricks in this track rely on those grind rails. Those shells just snap to it and will ruin your day in a heartbeat.
Yep. We have EdiblePine. Ooh, unfortunately getting hit out and enters a Luxitone zone. Very, very goofy spot to get picked up at, but
Luxitone zones are pretty harsh in this game. I don't know why, but they sure are.
Yep. Hopping up to the VerteX POV here. Well, unfortunately missing the chain here. Linguine over here, though, actually sitting in a pretty good spot. Not anymore as he falls off the top path, but Shroomstar isn't too shabby here.
DimsnZERO bulleting up all the way up to 5th with double shrooms. Gotta respect that. Trying to smuggle in a few good items to maybe leg up on everyone else who may not have the best.
Yep, airhawkey coming in from the glider here in 3rd place with a star. Taking this rail should get them all the way up to 2nd place here, which is super, super good. Having a star this high up is crazy. You just cannot miss any shock dodges here because I feel like there tends to be a shock on this track. But obviously, no, use it if you need to dodge like a red or something.
Especially on this 3rd lap here, there's prime opportunity for a shock, and as long as you have a dodge, you'll be fine. You might grab a few cheeky placements at the end there, but if you don't, you will be screwed over big time.
Yep, hopping into the KiraWuff POV. 2nd place here with triple shrooms. Pretty good spot to be in, actually. This last turn is a bit chaotic, though, so no invincibility is a bit scary. But triple reds, yeah, you got to cut up instantly. Be careful of airhawkey, though. Somehow not dying.
Phasing through banana peels?
Well, they had triple manas in pocket.
Yeah.
So, yeah, airhawkey getting 3rd place here.
Blue shell coming out way too late to make a difference.
Yep.
All right. First race, what are the standings here? Doing pretty all right.
All right, it looks like we got Kira 1st place, and Melonz 2nd, and airhawkey 3, Unkwn in 4th, and Luxitone clutching out of 5th place.
Good. All this is shaping up to be a pretty good set of races, I would say.
Yep.
That's the wrong. All right. We got what else we got here?
So with Kira in 1st, for the ones unaware, for people that are in 1st place, you're typically going to want what's called a runner here, which is a track with minimal shortcuts, something that requires a lot of skill that no one can easily take you over on. So
it's a kind of track to where you could just, once you get in 1st, you start in 1st, you just want to pull ahead and just keep that lead and pray that nothing else, like you get double blue shelled or you get shocked or something and you just fall behind easily. And we're starting to select our next track here. Where are we going off to this time?
We're going to Great Block Ruins. Honestly, a personal favorite of mine, and this track has some cool shortcuts and is pretty well known for like, there was a day one strat on this with wall riding towards the end that is super iconic. So we'll definitely see some people pull that off here.
That is one of the, this track, it's a brand new track. It's a Nitro. It's awesome. I love playing it. It's a very, how do I say this? It encapsulates Mario Kart World very well.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, we are in 9th place currently on VC's POV, backing out the triple nanas. And yeah, going for the double here, you know, kind of sent to the back pretty early on.
We got the bunch of shrooms over here, mega shrooms and normal shrooms for the Melonz and Unkwn, trying to get back up those early placements. And here we see people starting to go for that big jump.
Yep.
And VC barely takes it, barely is able to scrap onto that ledge.
Yep. And it looks like we have BonkeRs in 3rd place here with Shrooms, which is a really good spot. We'll probably see them take over 1st place pretty soon, as long as Linguine doesn't show up too. But VC is going to be cutting up here. Single Shroom star in 4th, or 3rd now actually. Really good position to be in here.
Very nice side trick there in order to stay on the rail.
Yeah, just having a dodge this high up is always super nice to have.
And we got Unkwn right behind them in 4th with just 2 shrooms. Oh, not anymore. The shot comes out, and not much has changed. We got a bit of a struggle in the mid-pack because of that, but the top placements have not changed all that much because of that shock.
VC instantly throwing that red to get those triple manas out. You definitely want to have those out just protecting you, as Unkwn does have triple greens behind you. When you have a player that's that good, you know, kind of expect some stuff coming for you. But Linguine over here is going to be getting blued here. So, blued in. Okay, yeah, BonkeRs in 1st, now VC in 2nd.
And then we got Unkwn in 4th right behind them with a fire. Trying to maybe score off a cheeky wall bounce, trying to get somebody.
VC was able to back those triple manas on the railing, super sneaky stuff, and pulls triple greens as well. Pine has to watch out on this railing here. Pine's opting to not go for the railing. Very smart play there. Backing the greens on the rail by VC here. Going for the strats. BonkeRs in 1st place still. See if they can hold on to it. Triple greens in 1st for them is super good.
We got Melonz goldening up into 4th, getting hit, but is on the boost panel, so it doesn't affect him as much. Getting a solid chunk of placements because of that gold on that last cut there.
Yep, nice stuff for 1st place, BonkeRs 1st place there, and VC 2nd there.
All right, let's see these placements, see how things shake out. BonkeRs got 1st, VC 2nd, Linguine 3rd in that race, which bumps Melonz up to 1st place in points, tied with Kira. VC trailing behind a bit in 3rd, airhawkey in 4th. Not very many points differentiating the few, so 1 or 2 good or bad races for any of these players could mean a whole lot of difference.
Yep. I will say I don't know too many like player-specific tracks here except for BonkeRs, but I know BonkeRs is a big fan of Toad's Factory, so we'll see if they end up picking it here.
No, Whistletop Summit, another one of those very technical tracks. Let's hope they get what they want. We got a lot of good tracks here.
Yeah, see some Acorn Heights going on, some Choco Mountain, which I feel is, you know, kind of controversial.
I mean, it's a track. It sure is a track of all time.
Real. But it looks like we are going to DK Spaceport.
One of the more simpler tracks, befitting of something in the Mushroom Cup.
Yep.
Is it the Mushroom? Yeah, it's the last course of the Mushroom Cup. All right, let's get this started. Very minimal differentiation in points here. So any good or bad race can really make or break your early placements. We're off to the races here. VC, VerteX.
Opting it back here.
Yeah. Small fire. Getting up into maybe those mid placements, trying to get ahead. We got VerteX going up into 3rd. BonkeRs still in 1st, I believe, or 2nd, one of those placements. airhawkey trailing behind a bit with triple shrooms in 8th, trying to get this cut here, maybe get a placement or 2.
Yep,
And
airhawkey with 2 shrooms and the fire here. They can be pretty devastating, or, you know, pretty evil with this fire coming up on this next straightaway if they would like. We have seen them cut up here. Single shroom fire in 3rd place, honestly. Probably going to save this shroom for the next cut up there and throw the fire up on the next straightaway or back. That's what I'd kind of assume.
Slow everyone else down so they can get either solidify their 3rd place or maybe get it maybe 2nd or 1st.
Honestly, good stuff for BonkeRs here because BonkeRs was our 1st place finisher last time, and now Unkwn is getting blued out of 1st. BonkeRs in 1st once again, but VC has an insane 3rd place pull here. airhawkey now chucking up that fire. BonkeRs got to be careful of VC's Mega here, and after this, VC has a Ghost in 1st, which is incredibly lucrative here.
It makes it where they can take those mushroom cups they normally couldn't before, and it makes them invulnerable to pretty much everything, as long as it's active.
Melonz popping that shroom in the last turn there, and it looks like we have VC for 1st coming up on the end here.
Last straightaway.
And Melonz still holding on to that 2nd place spot there.
That was a pretty good race, I would say. Let's see how things shake out.
And we had BonkeRs up there as well. Looks like they ended up dropping down to 6th.
airhawkey, that solid first half of that race didn't work out for him too much.
Yeah, and Unkwn, despite getting blued there, ended up holding on to 3rd. I know this is the overall thing, so I'm pretty sure he got 3rd at the end. So
now they're tied for 3rd in points, which is pretty good. Pretty sure top 6 advance in this one. So as long as you're up there, you'll be fine. airhawkey still, those first 2 races still making to where they're just under the wire, 6th place. VC Melonz only a 2-point difference. Those 2 people are shaping out to be our top 2 front runners for this top 48 match.
Yep.
A lot of Acorn Heights I'm seeing.
Acorn Heights, it's a personal favorite of mine. I quite
like
enjoy it.
Acorn Heights is awesome. Oh, just barely missed it.
Here.
Another one of those water tracks. Not as much technical know-how as the other one was.
Yes. A lot more, I guess, just a lot more driving straight here, but again, that does make it pretty easy for people to throw fire, throw greens and rangs just straight up onto their opponent, so always got to be very cautious on this track.
Here we go.
All right, so we see BonkeRs, you know, opting to go wide from the box. There's no need to be greedy, going for the tight ones. Luxitone getting that red super early on, and BonkeRs, unfortunately, not good spacing and falls off the track, starting this race in 12th.
That's not good for them, but Unkwn getting a solid 1st place in this first lap. Kira in 5th, VerteX in 4th, or no, Luxitone right behind them. Kira with 3 shrooms being able to maybe just, if there's any kind of cuts here, maybe snag a little cheeky 1st place.
Yeah, very end, but yeah, and with shrooms in 1st place, you should be pretty set up. There's no reason for that Unkwn would have to red Kira out unless he had something to dodge a blue. Well, looks like Unkwn cut up there, but yeah, Kira's kind of set up. If Unkwn decides to drop out for blue, Kira is perfectly set to dodge the blue. airhawkey in 5th place here with 2 shrooms and a star, which is super solid having a dodge this high up.
And yeah, shock could come at any time, any moment. We got airhawkey 5th, obviously, up on the big screen.
Yep. Looks like we got Luxitone in 3rd with hammers, tossing them back.
Making sure, trying to solidify their top 3 placement a bit.
Yep. EdiblePine here in 5th place with the same triple stream setup that we saw Kira have last lap. So definitely going to see some streaming up there at the very end. But and it looks like a lot of the competition around Pine has no shrooms. So, you know, pretty easy spots to gain here. VC popping the bill on that last straightaway. Catch back up.
And we're going into our final lap here. VerteX, Small Fire, and those bottom placements, Luxitone, airhawkey, and Unkwn keeping up that 1st place, trying to run away with it.
Luxitone with the triple reds there. Gotta be very, very careful if you're Melonz. Luxitone slowly tossing those reds up. Gotta break into those hop spots. It looks like Melonz getting killed, though. BonkeRs, you know, kind of recovering from that early death there. But, oh yeah, popping that horn, killing some people out. Luxitone in 3rd place with the triple greens. Pretty solid for them.
Trying to get by, trying to not get a hit while they don't have any type of protection on them.
Melonz has to space out, though. Ooh, gets triple greens of their own.
And it doesn't matter.
Shock, but we'll see.
Linguine trying to take advantage of this. Some of the bottom placements. Who is that up there? They're way up there. What?
It's Unkwn that got first. Kira got second. I think Luxitone maybe got fourth or fifth there. Melonz getting third.
That's some good stuff. Unkwn being able to keep a handle on that, an iron grip on that first place the entire race.
No blue, so that was also a big factor.
No, there was a blue.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, there was.
Oh, I have, like, you know, the memory of a toothpick.
Yeah, it
so
was like right at the end. They might have crossed the finish line before it hit him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You got those that
well,
points.
no blue that shot him down spots,
Yeah.
I should say.
A blue that mattered.
Yeah.
All right. We're setting up this next race here.
Going into the track selection here. Looks like we're going to see some Dino Jungle. See some Mario Circuit stuff going on. Some Choco Mountain, Wario Stadium, Toad's Factory, Rainbow Road, notoriously long track.
Some more Acorn Heights. And where are we off to?
Looks like we are going to be headed to Sky High Sunday.
This seems to be a pretty popular pick. I've seen it a good bit while I've been here watching people play.
I will say, when I did my round right before this, we had half the lobby picking Sky High Sunday. 6 people chose it. So it seems to be a very popular choice here.
Especially with that ending cut right there on the inner wall.
Yes.
That one's always very cool to see.
Hopping over to the VC POV. No startup boost, but it's all right. Got plenty of time to catch up.
Able to get those big power items at the start.
Yep, triple shooting star there. Unkwn in first, really battling out for first with BonkeRs there.
We got the pack with Linguine and VC trying to get anything they can do to get ahead. Melonz coming up from the back, trying to get another triple shrooms and star.
Yep.
We got DimsnZERO coming up with a star in fourth. And here's that inner wall skip.
I will say, I don't think I really agree with Dimension's star usage here. You weren't really threatened too much to use it. So now you're kind of just stuck here with triple greens, which, you know, is certainly something. But, you know, if it were me, I'd much rather have a star here.
Yeah. Star usage that early could be used for something better. But, oh well. What's done is done. We got to keep on going.
Yep. And
Linguine gets another star. Oh, they were in fourth. They got hit out. Never mind.
And it looks like we have Kira in fifth place here with 2 shrooms. We have EdiblePine in fourth with Shroom Coin Box. And DimsnZERO, Chuck 'em Fire right up the middle. Everyone dodging it.
Everyone do. Oh, air hockey almost falls off. Saves it at the last minute, and blue is out.
There's another Scoop player that's pretty far back there. I mean, oh, that was Small Fire in the back that had shock.
Unkwn had to horn that, kept a hold of that horn that blue shell, so they're still have a stranglehold on that first place.
Yep, BonkeRs has the hammers, not BonkeRs, airhawkey has the hammers, barely missed them on BonkeRs, kind of flipped the players around there. But, yeah, chucking that wrap at the last second, not really what you wanted to see because you got ready right for it. BonkeRs still in second place here, Unkwn in first, Melonz POV in fourth.
Kira trying to use that ghost to get up past little cheeky placements at the end.
VerteX and Omega, everyone's going to be popping the power items here at the very end. We got a build coming up, but it looks like we're going to see what the final standings are in just a second, but I know Unkwn held on to that first place there. BonkeRs should have gotten second. Nice.
Hawk in third, VerteX in fourth. And how are these points going to be shaken out? Unkwn, those first place are doing them good.
I will
first
say,
place
though,
in points.
I do want to see the screen there for the standings. Look at this. Is top 6 move on? VerteX and airhawkey are 1 point apart. So this is going to be pretty big. Now, Luxitone also has 29, and I wouldn't say it's completely over for it yet. I wouldn't say, you know, it's all over. You can still make it back. You just got to have some really good races going on here.
Yeah.
But VerteX and airhawkey, yeah, that's some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, Luxitone has to have a good race, and Hawk and VerteX have to have a bad race in order to maybe squeak in that top 6. VerteX and Hawk just battling it out. BonkeRs, VC, and Kira, all very similar places, just kind of vying for glory at this point.
Yep.
Melonz and Unknowns especially, it just has that stranglehold on first and second.
It looks like going to Shy Guy Bazaar. This is a very interesting track to see at the start because that railing on the right is so contested. We're going to see literally everybody just go straight right here for that railing. Yep, as you can see, everyone just going for it. And, you know, some people opting to go around, which, you know, I get it. You know, you just don't want to deal with all that. It's only lap 1.
And Melonz getting a coin block for their troubles. Still getting into second and third, though. VC trying to come back after that bad start with just a shroom to their name.
Yep, Channing get there at the set. Gotta be careful on the DimsnZERO's triple greens there. Ooh, yeah, starting that green that's bouncing around. Has a star, triple strings in 8. BonkeRs is in first place. Unkwn is bagging and is in 12th. He was our first place finisher last race.
Yeah, the Unknown's trying to maybe get some more power items, get back into fourth, get back first. Jeez.
Yep, Luxitone tossing a bomb up. Not able to hit airhawkey there. And airhawkey has a mega input. VerteX with triple reds. Yeah, opting to go around. I agree with that move there. Not wanting to deal with all those triple reds is super understandable.
We got BonkeRs getting a solid first place lead with a bit of defense for their troubles.
Yep, Unkwn in 11th place here with the Bill. We're going to see where he chooses to use it in a little bit as he holds on to the shim that he'll probably end up chaining at the set maybe. Ooh, there is a shock. Ooh, barely able to get that double. Last second is super lucrative. Ooh, oh my gosh.
Almost.
Barely rips onto the track there. All right, we'll see what ground he can make back up here on this last lap. It looks like we have BonkeRs still holding on to that first place there with Linguine kind of contesting it.
Unkwn doing a lot of rail tricking in order to get some speed up. Melonz, Linguine. Oh, BonkeRs gets horned out of first.
Yep, and Melonz trying to put some effort into nano-sniping Linguine out, but I don't think it's going to work. I also doubt that the Ice Cloud will end up catching up to Linguine. Not able to chain
Especially
on
not
the
on
double.
this glider section.
We'll see if the shroom does any work, but I highly doubt it. That looks like a very solid first place for Linguine there. Unkwn third. Hey, he made it back. That last lap, he made everything work.
Everything worked out. Maybe not to the best, but still top 3's pretty good.
And you know, if you're Unkwn, you're not too worried about it because you already have such a lead. And yeah, wow, Linguine, who was even further behind than Luxitone, shot up all the way to 7th because of that first place there.
And airhawkey and Luxitone tied for 8th. This could be a very contested 6th place here.
Yep.
VerteX and Luxitone and Hawk only have a 4-point difference. One good or bad race can determine slot into the semifinals.
Also want to put this in there, BonkeRs has 44, which is 4 points off from missing out.
Yeah, if BonkeRs has a bad race or two, that could be the end of their run for the day.
Yeah, and you know, we saw BonkeRs have some very strong performances, so that'd be super rough seeing them get out this early.
Seeing some more Acorn Heights again. Oh, where are we going?
Looks like we're going to be going to
Acorn Heights.
Nice.
This is one of my favorites. As someone who doesn't play it as competitively as some of the people here, I do like a bit of Heights in my Acorns.
Yeah. Yeah, going into the 7th race here.
The penultimate.
Yep, 2 races left. And I know it says top 8 advance on the screen, but it is top 6 advance. So we'll see what they're able to people are able to do that are battling for that spot to make it by.
And with that item box, we have a bunch of items trailing behind. And since everyone's taking that inner line, it could be disastrous for some people. But it works out for Unkwn and BonkeRs, getting in 2nd and 3rd. Luxitone in 1st.
Which Luxitone is one of the people on the chopping block as well, I'm pretty sure. So pretty good for her that she's up here.
Yeah, Luxitone needs to fails that skip and goes into the mud.
BonkeRs with a bomb all the way up here in 2nd and blows up Unkwn. Gets hit by the Acorn though.
Get the titular Acorns from the Heights screws over their race today.
And looks like we have DimsnZERO up here and airhawkey in 2nd, which I know airhawkey is also like somewhat on that chopping block as well, with 2 shrooms and a star in 1st. Like this is super, super good because right now, what's going through people's heads right now is, okay, well, never mind. I don't really have to talk about it anymore. They don't have to red out airhawkey because, you know, they can just dodge blue with a shroom and no one else has to deal with it. BonkeRs has star golden here. airhawkey popping their star, getting the double here.
Trying to get some protection from that ghost and protection from everything else with that banana. BonkeRs trying to get some good items in order to get back. Almost hit someone with their star.
Yep. And also, BonkeRs, again, only 4 points off from not making it. So they are what I consider still on the chopping block here. So gotta keep your eyes peeled on this last lap.
Melonz
nothing stupid kills you.
was in second, falls off at one of their big choke points, and goes back down to fourth.
Bomb in third. I don't know. BonkeRs is behind Melonz, so got to be very, very careful of the last-second bomb back.
That blue really screwed over airhawkey, falling back down to second. But as long as they can keep this good placement in, I think they'll be fine. Oh, never.
Hey, that worked out. That airhawkey was still able to take the Nisk there, which was super lucrative. Melonz hopping right through the cut there. You have Kira with triple reds. We're going to see what they can do to mess people up at the end.
Ooh, Melonz gets shut off of that rail. Airhawkey, not first or second.
BonkeRs,
third place
though,
isn't too bad.
BonkeRs got 11th, though. Again, they were in 5th place, 4 points off from not making it. This isn't good.
This might be the nail in the coffin for their run here at Southbound.
Ooh, I did not get to see that. We need to see this real quick. BonkeRs,
Come on.
I think someone's going to view the screens in just a second. But I think what I saw is that BonkeRs is in 7th with a 1 point difference.
Ooh, really?
I think. I could be completely wrong, but we'll see.
Well, we're going into this last race here. Really up in the air who's going to get in, except for Unkwn, who probably definitely will.
All right, this is the last race that matters. A lot of people's runs at Southbound are on the line right here. So you got to make this last race count.
Where are we off to today? Luxitone going for DK Pass.
DK Pass, lots of stuff going on that track. We have some Mario Stadium, some Rainbow Road last race.
A lot of variety here.
But it looks like you're going to be going to Toad's Factory. And
Toad's Factory.
Like I said earlier, when BonkeRs got first, that this is a track that they were very strong on. So
there's the point.
If they want to make a comeback, this is exactly what they're looking for. Luxitone also pretty close to BonkeRs as well. VerteX is there. Yeah, this is really close, competing for that spot. We'll see. I think it's VerteX that's in 6th currently. BonkeRs 1 point behind, and Luxitone 2 spots behind BonkeRs.
VC choosing to bag a bit.
Yep, doing some donuts there, but Luxitone POV here in 3rd place with the coin box.
Oh, Linguine and Luxitone get shoved off. They shoved each other off. Airhawkey, not best of starts in coming from 11th to 9th with some good items. Right behind Luxitone.
Got to be careful around small fires, triple greens though. Got to do some good spacing there. Able to chain here at the double. We'll see. Triple shrooms, triple greens. Getting can't rep for the boost panel is a little rough, but it's all right. We got the triple shrooms to recover.
We got, Airhawkey coming back from that bad start up to 4th coming into the 2nd lap. Small fire in 8th, VerteX 6th.
I do want to go and see where BonkeRs' position is at the current moment, because I see 2 ice cream toadettes. There it is, BonkeRs in 1st place. This is what you want to see from them. And Airhawkey is in 2nd place right now with a triple greens.
Back up. If Airhawkey gets a good placement this race, they are solidified, definitely getting in.
There's the blue. Little rough for BonkeRs there. We'll see how much this sets them back. We have Airhawkey entering 1st place, though, with 1 revolving green and a nano. The shock actually is pretty solid.
Fine.
It's right near a boost panel.
panel.
And who is that? Who's the Biddy Bud there? I didn't get to see who that was. But we also get to see it's Melonz. That means the other Biddy Bud that's in the back is VerteX. That's the person that BonkeRs was 1 point behind.
That's not good for them.
Yeah, and, well, actually, it could be Luxitone, too. Never mind, it's not Luxitone. Luxitone's an 8, which also is on the chopping block. They need a really good race here. So
Airhawkey clawing their way back up. They know this is their make-or-break moment. They have to do something good here.
Yep, got to space out from that red there from Melonz. Airhawkey is in 1st place, though, holding on to it. We'll see, is Luxitone able to grab some spots at the end? Is BonkeRs able to hold on to their spots? We'll see.
And
there's Melonz. There's Unkwn.
Airhawkey successfly claws back up from 12 and secures their spot.
I don't think it's going to be Luxitone making it on. I think it might be BonkeRs here.
What's it going to be? What's it going to be?
It's looking like it. I think it's BonkeRs here. Ooh, Linguine. BonkeRs is out. VerteX, Luxitone not making it.
And this is the last of your semifinalists. Unkwn with a very, very solid grip on that first place. Melonz solid grip on that second. And then Kira, VC, Hawk, and Linguine. Very few point differences, especially between third and fourth. Only 1 point there.
Yep. And, you know, it is kind of rough because everyone behind Linguine was, like, within less than 10 points. Well, not everyone, but, like, three-ish people, maybe four people had, like, within 10 points of making it in. So it was a very close match, especially considering, like, we had people like VerteX and BonkeRs who were, like, 1 point apart.
We had, yeah, especially, you make a great point, is what I'm trying to say. There was a lot of, it was very hype. It was very, you had those few first, second places who were solidified, yeah, they're going to get in. And then those middle placements were very, very important as it doesn't really matter if you get first. I mean, for bragging rights, obviously. But it matters if you get sixth. And those few people in those middle packs had so little point difference where it was a battle every single race in order to both do good and make all the other people do bad.
Yeah. Lots of crazy stuff. We saw lots of people that were able to just make it from the back to the front to the back very, very quick. This was a very highly contested room here and made it for some good gameplay to commentate over.
Great gameplay.
Yep.
My throat's starting to die from all this talking I've been doing.
Yep. But I think that's going to do it for this match of quarterfinals. And I think, was this the last room for quarters?
Yep. Last room for quarters, I'm pretty sure.
So that's going to round it out there. And next up is semis. So big stuff coming up. It was nice casting.
It was a great time. Y'all have a good one.
And we'll see y'all at semis.
We'll see you at semis.